The SUV market is packed right now, but there's one name that just refuses to disappear from the top of the sales charts. The RAV4 2025 is back, and even with some major changes this year, it's still one of the most important family SUVs on the planet. But here's the big question: can the new RAV4 still dominate rivals like the CR-V, the CX-5, the Tucson, and the Ford Bronco Sport after removed some of its most rugged trims? Welcome back to Drives, where we bring you the latest SUVs, trucks, EVs, and future car reviews before everyone else. And today, we're taking a full deep dive into the 2025 RAV4 to see whether this best-selling SUV still deserves its legendary reputation. Now let's start from the backside, because the RAV4 still carries that rugged SUV attitude people love. Even though removed the adventure and TRD off-road trims for 2025, the rear design still looks bold, practical, and ready for weekend trips. The taillights have that sharp modern styling with aggressive LED graphics that stand out nicely at night. The tailgate design remains clean and functional, and honestly, that's exactly what RAV4 buyers usually want. This SUV isn't trying to be flashy or futuristic. It's designed to look dependable. The rear bumper keeps that chunky, rugged appearance, giving the RAV4 a more adventurous personality compared to softer-looking crossovers in this segment. And the roof spoiler plus silver trim details help keep things sporty enough without overdoing it. One thing understands better than most brands is balance. The RAV4 still looks tough enough for outdoor lifestyles while staying practical enough for school runs, shopping trips, and daily commuting. And let me ask you something. Do you think modern SUVs are becoming too sporty and losing their rugged identity? Or do you prefer crossovers that look more urban and sleek? Now moving around to the left side of the 2025 RAV4, this is where the SUV's classic shape really stands out. The side profile is boxy, upright, and practical, which honestly explains why so many families love this thing. Unlike some competitors chasing coupe-like styling, the RAV4 focuses on usable space and visibility. The large windows make the cabin feel open and airy, while the tall roofline helps maximize passenger comfort and cargo room. Also kept the muscular wheel arches and protective lower body cladding, which continue giving the SUV a slightly rugged personality even without the off-road focused trims. The alloy wheel designs vary depending on trim level, but overall the RAV4 still has a strong road presence. It doesn't scream luxury, but it looks solid, capable, and trustworthy, and for many buyers that matters more. Honestly, the side design tells you exactly what the RAV4 is about. This isn't some flashy social media SUV. It's the kind of vehicle people buy because they know it'll still be reliable years later. And here's something interesting. If you had to pick one SUV for the next 10 years with reliability as the #1 priority, would you choose the RAV4? Or is there another SUV you trust more? I'm genuinely curious. Now let's walk over to the right side, and this angle really highlights the RAV4's balanced proportions. It's compact enough to drive comfortably in crowded cities, but still spacious enough for family road trips, camping gear, and everyday practicality. The higher ride height gives drivers a confident seating position, which is one of the biggest reasons people continue switching from sedans to SUVs like this. Also kept the body styling relatively clean and straightforward. No fake vents, no overly aggressive design tricks, just a practical SUV shape that works. And honestly, that simplicity is part of the RAV4's success. Some competitors try too hard to look futuristic, but understands that most buyers simply want something comfortable, reliable, efficient, and easy to live with. The right side also shows how practical the RAV4 remains. Wide-opening doors make getting in and out easier for families, while the roof rails still add adventure-ready character for bikes, cargo boxes, or travel equipment. Now let's step inside the interior, because this is where the 2025 RAV4 continues proving why it remains one of the most popular family SUVs in the world. The cabin design is practical, comfortable, and user-friendly. Didn't completely reinvent the interior, but they refined it in all the areas that matter most for everyday driving. The seats are supportive and comfortable, especially for long-distance trips. Whether you're stuck in traffic or driving across the country, the RAV4 feels built for real-life usability rather than just showroom appeal. One thing families will appreciate immediately is the amount of space. Rear passengers get generous legroom and headroom, while the cargo area remains one of the strongest points of the RAV4. Behind the rear seats, there's enough room for groceries, sports equipment, luggage, or even multiple carry-on suitcases. Fold the rear seats down, and the storage capacity becomes seriously impressive for this segment. And honestly, this is where the RAV4 beats many stylish competitors. Some SUVs sacrifice practicality for design, but clearly focused on making daily life easier. The infotainment system also gets modern upgrades. Lower trims come with an 8-inch, while higher versions offer a larger 10.5-inch display that feels much more premium. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard, which is something buyers now expect in modern vehicles. The system is easy to use, responsive enough, and straightforward, exactly how customers usually like it. If you enjoy music during road trips, higher trims can also be equipped with a JBL premium sound system, giving the cabin a more upscale feel. The dashboard layout remains simple and functional, with physical controls still available for important functions. And honestly, many drivers will appreciate that because not everyone wants every single feature buried inside. Also pack the RAV4 with safety technology, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, automatic emergency braking, and driver assistance systems all come standard or available depending on trim. And that's one of the reasons this SUV continues attracting families year after year. People trust not just for reliability, but also for safety and peace of mind. Now let's talk about the engine and performance, because this is where opinions about the 2025 RAV4 may become a little divided. Every gasoline-powered RAV4 now uses a 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine producing around 203 horsepower. It's paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission that focuses more on efficiency and smooth, everyday driving than outright performance. So no, this isn't a sports SUV. If you're expecting explosive acceleration, the RAV4 probably won't impress you. But for daily commuting, highway cruising, and family use, it gets the job done comfortably. And honestly, buyers usually care more about dependability and fuel economy than drag race performance anyway. The ride quality remains comfortable and predictable, especially for city driving and long highway trips. Steering feels light and easy, making the SUV simple to maneuver even for less experienced drivers. Now, one of the biggest changes for 2025 is the removal of the Adventure and TRD off-road trims, along with the torque vectoring all-wheel drive system. That means the RAV4 loses some of its more off-road personality this year. So if you were planning serious trail driving or rugged outdoor adventures, you may want to look at alternatives like the Ford Bronco Sport Badlands or Forester Wilderness. But here's the thing, most RAV4 buyers never actually needed extreme off-road capability in the first place. For normal weather conditions, light dirt roads, snow, camping trips, and everyday driving, the remaining RAV4 lineup still feels more than capable. And let's not forget its hybrid models. Honestly, the RAV4 Hybrid remains one of the choices in the segment because it offers better fuel economy and even more usable power compared to the standard gasoline version. Now let's talk pricing, because this is another area where the RAV4 remains highly competitive. The 2025 RAV4 starts at around the mid-$30,000 range, depending on trim and market, while higher trims push closer to the upper $30,000 range. That pricing keeps it right in the heart of one of the most competitive SUV segments in the world. But the reason people continue paying for the RAV4 is simple: resale value, reliability, practicality, and low ownership stress. And honestly, those things matter more long-term than flashy gimmicks. So here's the final verdict. The 2025 RAV4 may have lost some of its off-road focused trims, but it still delivers exactly what most buyers want from a compact SUV. It's practical, comfortable, efficient, spacious, easy to drive, packed with safety features, and backed by its legendary reliability reputation. It may not be the most exciting SUV in the segment, but it's easily one of the all-around choices. This is the type of SUV people buy because they know it'll handle daily life without drama for years and years. And honestly, that's a huge reason why the RAV4 continues dominating sales charts worldwide. But now I want to hear from you. Would you still buy the 2025 RAV4 even without the TRD off-road trim? Or would you choose something more adventurous like the Bronco Sport or Forester Wilderness instead? Let me know down in the comments because I love hearing your opinions. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Drives, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest SUV reviews, EV reveals, and automotive news. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.